Hey, how's it going? I'm John. I'm doing this series to teach by or learn by teaching. It's for my Chinese class, so every week I'm just going to go over everything I learned over the class, and hopefully y'all can learn a little bit of what I'm learning. The series is going to be called Study and Share. This is the first episode. So in this class, we were learning about using the textbook of The Essential College Chinese. Book 1. It's by Zhangli Huaxiyin and Diana Yuqing Sun. I'm only on level 1, chapter 1, lesson 1. However, I've already done a few things. I've learned about a couple words and the vowels, mainly the consonants. We have the main vowels A, O, E, I, U, and U with the 2 dots above the top, as seen here. Each of these are pronounced A, O, We, I, Wu, and U. Alright, so those are kind of like the basis of all the vowels that you'll use in all your words. A couple words, things to note is that you really want to watch your tone. The teacher gave this example about how if you use the wrong word, you can say something. Instead of saying like, I want to meet you, it's I want to kiss you, or something like that. So you got to be careful what you say. Additionally, tones, such as where there are 4 of them, you have first tone, which is a high-pitched tone. It's very level, normally drawn with a line above the top. So using the word ma and a, I'll pronounce each of those different tones. You have ma, which is the line above the top. The second tone is a dipping tone, which is a U. So you have ma, and you have the rising tone, which looks like an apostrophe. It's ma, it's ma. And then you have the falling tone, which is a short downward apostrophe. It goes ma. Now, again, each of these are just the syllabic tones, and they're very important as each of these means something different. For example, if you go for U, you can see that U, tone 1, is silt. This is watery sand. Tone 2, the dipping tone, is U, which is rain. And you have tone 3, U, it's fish. And then tone 4, the falling tone, very quick, U is jade. So all of those sound very different, or sound very similar, but are all different words. You, 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 and you. Alright, next up we'll go over a couple of words that I learned and things to know. Before that though, here is a brief look at the different tones and how you really read them. I'll post a picture too. Some of those phrases and words that I was mentioning were the words to introduce yourself, say, hi, my name is John, and also to ask someone else what their name is, and then also just a general greeting. So to introduce yourself and greet someone, you would say, ni hao, and that would be the ni hao. So those are the 2 different main tones you want to focus on. So that's the general greeting. It means how, hello. Literally it would mean you good. Ni, meaning you, hao, meaning good. Next up, you would say 我是 John, or 我叫 John. And that is just 2 different ways of asking or saying what your name is. 我是 meaning I am John, and 我叫 means my name is John. Next up, you could say something to ask them what their name is, saying 你叫什么? And again, 你 is you, name, or 叫 would be name, and then 什么 would be the question. So you would say 你叫什么? So altogether, that sounds like 我叫 John. 你叫什么? And they would say 你好，我叫 Bob, or 我叫陆老师. And that's kind of just a general purpose greeting and hello and introduction that you would say. So in Chinese Mandarin, numbers are counted a little bit different and said a little bit different. We're in America, or we're in English, no matter what country. English is counted for a word that represents each individual number. So you have 1, 2, 3, 22, 33, 44, 105, 107, 123, 335, so on and so forth. There's a number assigned to each individual, or a word, phrase assigned to each individual thing. For Chinese, it's actually a little bit more straightforward in that you know basic core numbers, and then you can count and say whatever and read whatever without actually having to know as many words. So, for example, you have 1, 2, 3 again, so you just count 1, 2, 3. You have 10, and then if you want to do 13, you do just literally say 10, 3. If you want to do 33, you would say 3, 10, 3. And so it's pretty easy like that, and it goes on and on and on. So if you know the word for 100, you know the word for 10, you know the word for the single digits, you can make any number up to 1,000. If you want to do 323, you do 300, 3 100, 210, 3, and then you just say it all together. So it's pretty simple actually, but you know less words than in English. So I'll go through those right now, the most common ones that can be known and even useful. So you have yi, which is 1, and I'm going to go through them in order. That'd be san, su, wu, liu, shi, ba, jiu, xu, bai, qian, shi qian, yi. So I'll go ahead and explain what each of those are, because you may have noticed that there's actually more than 10. So first up we have yi, which is 1. Then we have which is 2. Again, remember the tones are very important in this case. So when you go I believe that means like goose or something. No, that's oo. So yeah, anyways. Is 2. And you have san, which is 3. And you have su, which is 4. And you have wu is 5. You have li, which is 6. You have qi, which is 7. You have ba, which is 8. You have jiu, which is 9. You have shi, which is 10. And here's where we progress. You have bai, 100. You have qian, which is 1,000. Now I said shi qian, that's 100,000. You may recognize. That's 10,000. You may recognize 10, shi, qian, 1,000 combined together to make 10,000. And then finally, just a common one as well that everybody should know is 100 million. Yi. So when you combine all this together, the numbers that you can get can go pretty limited or limitless. So you have like 20 or 20, which is 20. And if you want to do 28, you go 28. Say it all together. 28, 28. So as you can see, it's actually not as complicated. As long as you know a few of the numbers, you can get through pretty well. So, yeah. It's really the first week. Gone over a few things. We went over the basic numbers, we went over tones, we went over a little bit of greeting and introduction, something important to get you through. A little bit of everything that we've been learned this week. I hope that you can find at least a little bit of this useful. It's been super exciting and it's only week 1 for me. And if you have any comments or questions, try to answer any that you have. Just post them in the comment section. If you want to like, if you want to subscribe, feel free to. If you don't, that's your choice. Alright, have a good day and I'll see you next time.